5 tips that are going to help your singing in the long term. Number 3, very, 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 very important, especially if you're thinking about singing, if you're serious about singing and you want to make a career or even a semi-professional career from singing and from music. If you're looking for a quick fix, this video is not for you. These are all tips that I've learned as a vocal coach and as a singer, as a professional singer, voice practitioner since 1999, and I've been teaching since 2003. I've worked with thousands of singers, alongside thousands of singers who at some point will have done all of these things. We're all learning, okay? We all had to start at the beginning. Now, even people who have musicians in their families, who have parents or brothers and sisters who are singers, we've all made these mistakes. I've made these mistakes, and everyone that I've worked with has made these mistakes. So if you recognize any of these in yourself, you're not alone. Now, the tips I'm going to be giving you are not quick fixes, but they will help you to improve your voice. You're going to have more control. So there is no quick fix when it comes to singing, because you've probably spent years building unhelpful habits, and it takes a while to undo those unhelpful habits. So if you're looking for a quick fix, this video is not for you. But if you're serious about singing and you want to have a better voice in the long term, and you're willing to have the patience to take the time to understand how your voice works and to work with your voice, rather than trying to force it to do something that is not natural for it, then this tutorial is going to help you. Number 1, breathe into your ribs as you sing. So when you're singing, rather than taking a breath like this, that actually doesn't do anything, you're just making a noise and making your body move. You want your ribs to be expanding like this. And also your stomach will expand outwards as well. So number 1, breathe into your ribs and your stomach when you're singing. Take a long breath in, allow your lungs and your ribs to expand. Number 2, use the same effort for singing as you do for speaking. If you've watched any of my videos before, if you've been with me for a while now, you will know that I say this very often, and that's because a lot of people, when they start singing, if you wanna do right all days, woman, you don't need to do that. If you wanna do right all days, woman. It's much more comfortable to sing, and it's probably much more comfortable to listen to. Now, if you are someone who likes those big, belty songs, it's fatiguing for the ears, it's fatiguing for the singer. So give yourself some space. If you're belting the whole time, you've got nowhere to take yourself on a journey, and you've got nowhere to take the audience on a journey. You can do that by starting with using the same effort for singing as you do for speaking. Learn to sing high notes softly before you try to sing them with power. Because if you're singing high notes with power and you're not able to sing them softly, I can guarantee that you are causing vocal damage. Now, you may not notice it now, you may not notice it in 2 years or even 5 years, but eventually you're going to come to a point where your voice gives up. And it's going to take a really, really long time to undo that and to fix it again than it does to just learn how to do it properly in the first place. It's the same as anything. You know, riding a bike is one thing. Becoming an Olympic cycling champion is quite another. You need training to do that. And it's the same with your voice. Using your voice is one thing. Being able to have longevity, stamina, and build a career out of it is a completely different thing. So even if you don't want a professional or even a semi-professional singing career, but you enjoy singing and you would like to sing into your old age, please, please, please learn how to sing softly, particularly high notes, before you sing with power. Stop adding vibrato to everything. Vibrato is a technique that if you want to do properly, you can learn. I have videos in my channel, I'll link them in the description if I remember to, and in my membership that are going to help you with vibrato. If you go to the membership, you can access these very, very easily, and that they've got no ads. Now, vibrato is that kind of, if you're not sure, that wobbly sound that changes the pitch of the singing. So it sounds like this. You don't want that everywhere, and you don't want to be doing it with your throat. Most people who haven't learned how to do it properly are doing it with their throat. That's what I used to do. It causes tension, causes constriction in your voice, and this is one of the things that's causing you to not have control over your voice. Almost every singer that I've ever worked with as a vocal coach who has never had training before uses vibrato to try to cover up mistakes, or when they make a mistake, they add a load of vibrato over the end to try and take the listener's mind off the fact that they've made a mistake. If you're making mistakes when you're singing, just make mistakes. We all do it. The mistakes help you to understand what it is you need to learn and where you need to practice more. Please don't try to cover them up with vibrato that you're probably not doing correctly in the first place. So, to sing better in the long run, remove the vibrato, learn to sing with control, learn how to sing vibrato properly, and then add the vibrato to your already controlled voice. And finally, choose songs that are at your singing level right now. So of course, if you're learning and you're training, you want something that's a little bit of a challenge. But if you're a complete beginner, there's no point trying to sing a song like Take On Me by a-ha that goes from really, really low in the chorus, really low to really quite high, even if you can sing all of those, because it's likely that you're not using the right techniques to get to all of the notes in the range. If you love ballads or you love belting and you're not sure how to sing in belt, and you're not quite sure how you're supposed to sing those high notes, choose a song that's not quite so high, learn that song, and then expand your range with the right techniques, and then sing those higher notes. If you like to sing with power, but you lose your voice or your voice cracks, or you can only get to a certain pitch before you feel uncomfortable and you're ended up in a coughing, spluttering mess, learn to sing the song softly, as I said earlier. Learn how to use power, how to add the projection techniques properly, and then add the power to the singing. If you like to sing riffs, runs, and melisma, and you find it difficult, don't choose songs that have got loads of riffs and runs in them. Choose songs with a couple that are quite short. Learn those and then expand as you go. Okay, you don't want to run before you can walk. Well, lots of people do. It's not advisable to try and run before you can walk. Take it step by step. Be patient with yourself, because singing is a long game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And if you're, as I said, if you're someone who likes quick fixes, singing probably isn't for you. If you only need a couple of tweaks, then you'll know that you go to the techniques for the tweaks. Don't try to use quick fixes if you don't know about vocal techniques. And I promise you, the long game is what pays off, because I've been singing since 1999. Well, I started taking singing lessons in 1999, and I have done so much in my singing career, more than I ever imagined that I would or could. And if you want the same thing, take your singing seriously. Your vocal cords are tiny. They can't make these sounds, these big sounds, by themselves, and certainly not by trying to force it. You need your whole instrument, and by bringing your whole instrument into play, you're going to become a really great singer, a versatile singer who can sing whatever you like. I trust that this has helped you to understand more about how you can sing better in the long run. If you've enjoyed this, then remember to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you get all of my future videos, and share this with someone that you think is going to benefit. I'll see you in the next video. Stay hydrated. Ciao!